Hi guys, this is the blockchain guy, and today we're looking at ZeroState, an emotional intelligence powered by blockchain. Now, in a nutshell, what ZeroState is trying to do is they're trying to create a search engine that allows you to look for things based on emotions. So, say you're looking for a good movie that makes you feel happy but is also funny, then you can type in happy, funny movie, and it will show you movies that have been rated or judged by their community. They claim to have an active community of 30,000 people right now and 80,000 downloads, if I remember correctly. I think that's a bit optimistic because I couldn't find that data anywhere. And when I looked at their app, I'm not quite sure if they have that many active users already. However, I do really like their idea. It's a very cool project to keep following. 30,000 active users as of the beginning of 2018. That's actually quite good, especially considering they're in the pre-ITO phase right now. They're looking at a 20 million hard cap, 4 million soft cap. That's a decent amount, especially if you want to target the entire world with your app. What I want to mention though, and take into consideration, is on ICO Bench they have a phenomenal score. However, don't let that fool you because there's only 2 expert ratings. They did a very good job with the Benchy bot. That's good, but then again, don't only take one ICO bench into consideration. Look at a few of them. What I don't like, however, is they have 2 ICO advisors here that give a 555 score, which sounds like they were a bit biased or they didn't properly check out the project. They have a very good white paper. You can check it out here. It's very extensively informed. I like it. A lot about their strategy, about what they want to achieve. It's very detailed, which is important because that means that they put a lot of thought in it. It's definitely a project worth following up. I like the concept. It's interesting. It's not something I've seen before, and they're doing it on the blockchain. I mean, that's definitely a plus, right? And if not, I wouldn't be reviewing it. So let's go over the benefits. I want to go over the benefits with you guys because I think it's quite interesting to quickly summarize what they're actually doing. Search engine on a new level, that's what I talked about. They want to also create a social network. You can search on social networks, you can search for people by their interests, but it doesn't always reflect their personality. That's something that ZeroStates want to change because you can find like-minded people, and if you live efficiently, you only need to type efficient. So this is an example of how their social network would work if you want to find people who are like-minded, rather than only products or books or stuff that you can buy. Then there's also a marketplace that they want to incorporate, or Uber-like advertising platform. The users will get real money for their reviews out of an advertising campaign budget. So that's actually how you create a prosumer economy, because the people who go on there and are active in the community, so they're actively rating stuff, they actually get paid for that. And the advertisers or the people who post stuff on there to get reviewed, they can do that by buying the tokens and using those tokens on their platform to ask the community to create reviews of their product or their shop or their movie or whatever you put on there. That's a really interesting economy that they're creating. It has a lot of potential. Of course, it will all depend on how much money they can raise, because they're going to have to push it really hard. I think they have the visuals, they have a good team, They have a really good concept. The app looks decent. However, I think they have to quality control it a little bit, because right now it looked nice, but the content on there wasn't. I think it wasn't good enough if you want to attract a wider audience. Especially for advertisers, they want high quality reviews. So that's also something that they want to. I think they should work on in 2018 by increasing their user base and making sure that the quality of users is also good enough for those advertisers. So here's their timeline. It goes up to 2020. That's still a way to go. Let's see. They end by entering the markets of Africa and Latin America. That's good. India and China, that's going to be a bit harder, I guess. So they have a long way to go, or they're trying to get 1 million users. I don't know if that's daily active users. That would be very optimistic. For entering the US and European markets, that is quite optimistic. I know because I've been in a company, a very popular live streaming company, and to get 1 million active users takes a long time and a lot of viral stuff. So 30,000 active users is quite good already. I'm not quite sure that they will be able to get that in July 2018. That's very, very optimistic. But it's always good to have optimistic goals. The ICO starts June 21st in 2018 and ends in August. So a month later. That's quite okay. They have a lot of time left with everything they want to do. So I guess they still have a lot of time to get some PR out there, because when I checked their news ratings or their news outlets that covered them, they were okay. We have here Forbes. They're okay, not great, but they still have time. They're still raking in money, which I'm sure they will be using to improve their marketing, their media coverage, their advertising. So there's a lot of potential. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it. It's an interesting project. The team seems solid. They look like they know what they're doing. The only thing I can say is that there's still work to be done. It's a work in progress, but I have a good feeling for this. They have a good team. They have a good concept. They have a very nice white paper. I mean, by nice, I mean it's very detailed. They've thought about everything. And they have some good goals with the soft cap and the hard cap. That's very decent. And yeah, that's it for my review of ZeroState. Thanks for listening.